The state of Texas has made the laws tougher in recent years for DWI repeat offenders, but it is rare to hear about a drunk driver getting a life sentence. Fox 4's Dion Anglin is in Parker County tonight with the story of the punishment for a 10-time DWI convict. Dion.
Yeah, that's right, Steve. The 62-year-old man became an example here in Parker County when it comes to sending a strong message to repeat offending drunk drivers.
Okay. I've been drinking, sir.
This is dash camera video of Ivy Ray Eberhardt miserably failing a sobriety test during a 2014 DWI stop in Weatherford. It's an encounter with cops Eberhardt at this point had been through a dozen times, including 10 convictions for drunk driving.
He was very, very drunk. His blood alcohol was 0.30, so almost 4 times the legal limit.
A Parker County judge on Wednesday sentenced Eberhardt to life in prison after considering this video and other evidence against the 62-year-old who has served prison time in Texas and Colorado for drinking and driving incidents dating back to 1977.
When you get to where you've had 10 DWIs, it is outrageous. It's at the point where you really don't give the judge or the jury any kind of option. They need to put you away where the rest of us can be protected, because you're not going to change.
The harsh punishment for multiple DWI offenders like Eberhardt is not a first in Parker County. In 2010, it was the same outcome for George Michael Carter, who was stopped 9 times for drunk driving. And in 2011, Stephen Knight got life behind bars after his 6th DWI. After Eberhardt is arrested, the dash camera video shows an officer removing 4 whiskey bottles from his vehicle. All but one of them was completely empty. Swain says Eberhardt admitted in court he's an alcoholic. His record shows he entered rehab twice, but never completed the programs.
It really is pretty simple. It's not a difficult thing. If you're going to drink, fine, don't drive.
Now, Eberhardt was sentenced to life in prison, as you heard, but he will serve 15 years behind bars before he is even considered up for parole. That's the latest live here in Parker County. Steve, back to you.
Okay, Dion, you outlined his history, that he'd served in prison before. Was Eberhardt supposed to be driving? Was he even allowed to get behind the wheel of a car because of those previous convictions?
Yeah, that is a clear no. I talked to the assistant district attorney about that, and initially this 2014 case is when he was out on probation for the case here in Parker County. He was wearing an ankle bracelet that is supposed to detect alcohol usage through the person's sweat. Now, he cut that bracelet off, according to prosecutors, and then fled to Colorado, got another DWI in that state. He ended up having to serve a 300-day sentence there, and Parker County had to wait basically until that sentence was served, and that's when they extradited him back here for this latest sentence, life in prison. Steve?
Right, and 0.30 is just incredibly high alcohol content. All right, Dion Anglin live in Parker County. Thank you.